Hey y'all, what's good? Hey there, Rose. Hold on, before we get started. Hold on. Hello, Shelley. Yes, I created her. It's my baby. All right, so hey y'all, real quick, but not really. So I told y'all on the socials once I played the video back, episode 1 of my anal lovin series. I feel like there were a couple things that I could have added to the list on part 1. So if you didn't see my part 1 video, which talks on anal horrors, you might want to play that one back. It's under 4 minutes. Go watch that and then come back to this one. So this is part 2, just piggybacking off of some of the things I listed in part 1. Um, so I'm gonna just get right into it, and I'm gonna speak on now. Some things are common sense. Some things when dealing with certain pleasures, it'd be like, all right, I know I shouldn't do that if I feel X, Y, and Z. And one of the things that are or should be like common sense is if you are planning to engage in anal pleasures with your partner and you've been experiencing upset stomach, gas, bloated, whatever, diarrhea, whatever, it probably wouldn't be a good day to engage in anal anything. You shouldn't even want nobody coming near the booty when you feel like you got a lot going on in this entire region, the gut, you're bubbling, you got gas, you done had some beans, whatever the case may have you, anything can set off those horror stories and those horror moments in anal loving. So, just telling your person or your partner, like, hey, today is not a good day, you know, and plan for a later day when you feel more in alignment with your body, when you feel like, okay, we can get this, we can try. Um, the other thing is, I know I mentioned certain foods to try to avoid those horror stories with anal loving, and I gave some examples of what I personally like to engage in. But to add on to that food whole situation, I think it's important to just, like when I know I'm going to engage in anal loving, I might not eat within a certain time frame. This is me personally. I know my body. So like, for example, I had a partner, we were out eating one time and we had set to do anal things that day. He ordered pizza and I ordered probably like fries and like a vegetable rice bowl or something. And he was like, you better eat. And I was just like, are we doing yada yada? And he was like, yeah, but still, that's not going to be until like an hour from now. Listen, I know my body. I know my gut. I know my digestive system. And I know if I'd have ate the food that I had, oh, it would have been some horrors, okay, happening. To avoid, you just want to be mindful of the times you go into eating. If you say, you and your boo, y'all got a sexy evening planned to explore here and 10 o'clock, or whatever time is your midnight cap, and y'all all at to dinner eating whatever y'all eating, you want to make sure dinner is at least maybe, I don't know, 5 hours ahead, just to kind of give you a nice window to get yourself in order and set up and prepare the way that I feel you should to have a beautiful anal loving moment. Okay, so this is part 2 to that first video. Still episode 1, but just part 2. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any questions, ladies, men's? All right. Y'all be well. Episode 2. We'll talk about. Stay tuned.